So I didn't have, I didn't require for them to have signatures from anybody.
Okay.
Okay. So I have a motion and a second. Let's take it for a vote. Place one, place two,
Yes.
place three,
Yes.
place four, yes, place five.
Yes.
Motion carried. Item C, discuss, consider, and take action to accept the interlocal agreement between the City of Odom and the San Patricio County Health Department. This, we have in our paperwork, we do this every year. I was discussing with Janie. And all it is for the health-related services like food services and stuff. I think, Gerald, did they go up there and check you out or stuff like that? Do they check everybody out? Okay, good. So that's all it is. Okay, I have a motion to approve. Okay. Okay, motion by I gotta be like Lynette. Second? I'll second it. I'll second it. So I'll get it like me. Okay, I have a motion by Lynette, second by Jesse. Any discussions?
We just have to renew this every year,
That's
right?
correct.
It's just a renewal.
Just the renewal.
Got it. Got it, got it.
The brain dead. Okay, I'll put it for a vote. Place one, place two, place three, place four, yes, place five.
Yes.
Motion carried. Okay, we're on D, discuss, consider and take action to close current check-free account and open a new bank account under the City of Odom check-free account and authorize the city administrator to open said account. Let's make a motion, then we can discuss this. We'll say yes, we gotta get it to discuss it. We gotta get it on the table. We gotta get it on the table.
Got it.
I
Okay.
move that we consider this check-free account and move it to let city administrator to open another set account.
I'll second the motion.
Motion made by Jason, second by
Hector.
No, I can see why she goes blank here. Hector. Okay, discussion. Now, okay, now you're up.
Okay, this is the one that was brought to you all back in November, that they no longer want to keep that account open under their name. They want the city of Odom to have one. You all approved it then. That's the one.
Okay.
Yes, that's the one for paying the bills.
Oh,
You
okay.
all approved it.
Mhm.
Okay.
I took it to the bank. The bank, once, it didn't say who could open it. I said the city of Odom. No, that was not acceptable. That's why it's back on here with city administrator, because they're saying they're not just accepting the city of Odom. So
Oh,
that's why it's back here,
okay.
for that reason.
Right.
And when I do the minutes, it's gonna indicate. And then from there, then I can say, when they call, if there's any issues, they'll ask me or they'll call. Yes, you can talk to one of the other ladies, which are the ones that handle the bills. I mean,
Right.
I don't handle them. I don't handle the deposits.
Any other discussions? Okay, let's get a vote for place one, place two, place three,
Yes.
place four, yes, place five.
Yes.
Motion carried. Okay, E, discuss, consider, and take action to open a new banking account to transfer funds to meet the bond debt services and authorize the city administrator to open a said account. I move that we consider to open a new bank account. Do I got a second?
I'll second it. Second it.
Seconded by Hector. Okay, discussion? Okay, now you're up.
Why are we gonna do that? Okay, I don't know if y'all read it.
Mhm.
That is the reason why I want it open. For bonds, there's two bonds that are due every 6 months. And as I stated in there, the pool cash account has run very low at some point in time. And and these bonds have got to be met. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So therefore, and I indicated here how I was gonna do it every month. I'm gonna, if you all allow me to move this amount of money to this new account just to meet these two bonds. Because as you can see the amounts,
I mean, the year obligation, one is over 135,000, the other one is 21,000. You're already talking almost a little over 150,000 a year. And I want to make sure that that money is there. It tells you here.
227, 124.
Yeah, March of 2024, one is still owed and the other one's until March 2027. And it used to be done that way, every month money would be moved out. What used to be called dental and out, which is full cash, and put into one account. And when those bonds are due, they come straight out of there. They're gonna make you the payment. Exactly.
Got it.
that's the reason for
Okay.
this.
Everybody happy with it? Vote for place 1, place 2, place 3, place 4, yes, place 5.
Yes.
Motion carried. Okay, we're down to F, discuss, consider, and take action to remove Becky Bit from all City of Odom banking accounts. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to consider to remove Becky from bank account.
Do I have a second? Isaac, motion by Isaac, Hector, second by Isaac. Discussion? Any discussion? Okay, take it for the vote. Place 1, place 2, place 3, place 4, yes, place 5.
Yes.
Motion carried. Okay, here's G, discuss and upcoming festivals of the OEA events, David Maldonado. Just for discussion also, this has no dealing with the EDC, Odom EDC. This is a whole separate entity. So I just want everybody to know this is not Odom EDC. Go ahead, Mr. Maldo.
So, the festivals, we had two very successful events, this past year. Most of y'all know, we as an association, we just got started getting together like in late June, early July, and by October, we had already set up the Halloween event, and, we managed to pull that off. We also did the Christmas. So for this next year, we have several events in mind. The first one is, an Easter festival, which will be, like the first weekend of April, I believe. I don't know what the exact date is. And Saturday will be, so it would be like the second, April the 2nd. And we're looking to having vendors, like arts and crafts vendors, maybe food trucks come out for Saturday. It'll be a one-day event. We'll have the Easter bunny there taking pictures. Huh?
Are you gonna be the bunny?
Oh.
We have one.
No, my grandkids will probably rat me out. That's my grandpa. So we're gonna have somebody come and decorate the inside the pavilion with balloons and stuff. We're all kind of festive and have an area where the Easter bunny will sit and take pictures. And then on Sunday, it'll be just the Easter egg hunt, and we're looking at collecting 5,000 eggs is our goal. It'll be Sunday afternoon around 3:00. So it'll give us time to go out there and spread the eggs. And then we'll start off with the little ones, the 5 and under, let them take off first. And then we'll let the older kids take off. And we're gonna just basically flood the park with eggs. And it's gonna look,
That park's not big enough for all those eggs.
yeah, it's gonna look
5,000.
amazing. And we're trying to get one of the guys that has a drone to do like aerial video and photos, so we can put it on the website. Which one?
That egg.
At bedrooms?
Uh-huh.
No, not really. We haven't even considered it. I mean, we're really trying to focus all our
It's just
events
so small
here.
over here, and
Yeah,
if you have 5,000 eggs, you won't be able to walk.
no, that's the way we want it to be. We want it to be where the kids there's just not gonna be a whole lot of, space for the kids. We want them to be able to just have fun and just be out there just picking up eggs everywhere. So that'll be in April. And then the next one, which is gonna be our big event that we're trying to pull off, is for May. And it'll be a 3-day event, May 20th to the 21st. It'll be our Fiesta de Mayo. We're looking at, we've already called TxDOT about closing off Main Street, and they said it wouldn't be a problem as long as the city, was on board with it. We just have to get a letter from the city that, that the city's approving it. We have to give notice, we have to put signs out, which hopefully the city can help us, the detour. Main, right there by the bank. And then Humphreys on that side, and then part of Klein. Because we will be charging for that, for people to get into that event. We're gonna have live music. Right now, we have this young country singer from Alice, Robert Ray. It'll probably be opening up on Friday for the event. And then Saturday, we're looking at several, we're kind of negotiating, I should say, with several bands, Ricky Naranjo, Tropaya, and David Ligasa, and Marcos Orozco. So we haven't decided on kind of negotiating prices on each one.
What are those bands rented?
Between 4,000 and 6,000 for an hour, for 90 minutes,
Okay.
for an hour and a half set. So we also, in conjunction with that, we're looking to have our first annual Fiesta de Mayo Queen pageant, which will be like a scholarship event, a scholarship thing. The girls, like we used to in the old days, used to have the Cotton Queen contest here, but that kind of went away. So we're trying to bring that back so we can get the girls involved. We have the radio stations they've already said that they'd like to, promote our event. So we're gonna do a lot of radio ads. We've already talked to the Domingo show, and we're trying to get into Johnny Canales' show as well to kind of promote the event. I'm trying to get some people to volunteer to organize a bean cook-off, like a borracho bean cook-off as well as part of the event. So it's going to be a pretty big, we're looking at hopefully, 5,000 people, 10,000, 8,000 people on a weekend, on a 3-day weekend to bring in. So
Where are you gonna have that?
at the park. So we don't really want to go out to Veterans because there's no electricity to start off with. So you can't plug and play out there. You have to bring generators and lights, and plus it's off the main beaten path. So unless they've tried several events out there in the past, they weren't very successful. So we're trying to keep everything in town. We really want to highlight our park. I know that I saw on the thing here on the agenda, there's a discuss to consider to take action to relocate workout equipment to another city park. That's something that I wanted to discuss also, is relocating workout equipment and maybe rearranging the playground areas because, for us to continue to do these type of events here, we need a space. And I want to keep it here in Odom. I don't want to have to. Honestly, this is what we're doing is for our community here, and we want to do it here. We don't want to be pushed somewhere else if we don't have to, So,
Hey, what does OEA stand for?
Odom Events Association.
So who's, is he working under the umbrella of the city
No.
No, we have no ties to the city whatsoever
at all?
at all.
They do have a chairman and a vice chairman, and they have a treasurer and a.
I'm the president / chairman of the committee, and we have a board. Carol Garza is our vice president or vice chair. Leo Juarez is our secretary, and Angela Renteria is our treasurer. But we have no ties. That was the whole idea when we first started. We didn't want to be. We want the city's support, and financial help whenever we could get it, like helping block off roads and stuff like that. We would appreciate it, but we want to try to keep city politics out of it because there's just way too much drama on social media between ex-people and the present people, and we just don't. We want to stay away from all that. Our bylaws that we put together. If anybody in our committee runs for public office and they're elected, they can't be part of our association because we don't want that drama. So if I run for city office and I get elected, I gotta drop my, being part of the association.
How many members do you have?
Right now, about 18. And we've got probably just as many volunteers. Because there's two ways of helping out. You can either join and be a member, and you have rights to vote. No, you can be a volunteer. You can come
But
to our-
I go to the meetings. You go to the meetings. Yeah, just go there, just be an ear. Yeah,
Help out.
yeah, sure.
Where do you have
Part
your
of-
meetings?
No,
Where do you
he,
have your meetings?
At mi tierra, mi pueblo viejo.
Mi
So
tierra.
yeah.
Oh, that's-
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go eat there.
And I'm thinking margaritas right now.
And I thought I was
So
bad.
You come out and you can be, you can come to our meetings, you can be one of our volunteers, but definitely we need all the help we can get. I mean, the Lions Club, we'd like to get the Lions Club involved as well, especially in this big event. Maybe the Lions Club can take, something, maybe y'all can run the bean contest or something. But yeah, I mean, as far as being a member and actually being able to vote and make decisions on what we are going to do and what we're going to spend our money on and stuff, that's kind of left to just community volunteers. We really don't want any,
So financials, you run off donations or what?
pretty much, yeah. We run off of donations, sponsorships.
Gotcha.
And in this event, hopefully we'll raise some funds to continue doing the free events like the Easter and, we can't continue to hit our small businesses here for
Right.
money every time we want to do something.
Right.
So our plan is to do at least one big event a year so we can raise money, and that'll allow us to do. And that'll allow us to do all the free events. Everything else, like we're planning on doing a 4th of July event out at the park here, at Veterans Park for our veterans. And, that'll be free to the public as well. We're looking at having a firework display, so, it'll be out of the city limits too. So. But, we'll have to get permission anyway from you guys to do our fireworks. But we want to recognize the veterans that we have in our community. We're going to do about having a DJ out there playing music. Maybe have food out there. People can, tailgate and bring their barbecue pits and just have a good time. Bring some jumping moonwalks and stuff for the kids to play in and have games out there and stuff.
Yeah.
But as we're going through the process, we want to be able to recognize a lot of our veterans that we have here, the living and the ones that have passed. And I think that's important, that we use that park for something like that. So.
David, just keep in mind to come before the mayor and council for the closing of the streets.
Yeah.
In May meeting, because
Yeah.
it'll be early May.
Yeah, it'll probably be, from here to,
By March.
To kind of March or April. So,
Yeah,
discuss.
probably April, the closer the better, because we don't want, you do it too early, they might forget. Not that there's any, talking about what, Main and what other street?
Main, Humphreys.
Humphreys?
and Part of Klein.
Part of Klein?
Yeah, just the roads that go around the park.
Okay.
So like I said, I talked to TxDOT about Maine because it is under there. They said it's no problem. As long as the city's with it, we can get a letter from the city that they're approving, you guys closing off that street. And as long as you have, give 7 days notice that the road will be blocked and give them the detour,
Yeah.
we're good. And he says, where can I buy tickets for the event? So that's David Isasi. I don't know if you've ever talked to him over there. He's like, just tell me where I can buy tickets for dinner.
Okay, good.
So that's what we have planned. And then another item that I wanted to talk about was, in our committee, our association really wanted me to discuss this, was the issue that we had during Christmas with our Santa. Our members were really upset that our Santa wasn't able to participate in the parade. We had two sponsors who paid money out of their own pockets to pay for this Santa to come, and they were expecting him to be part of the nighttime parade, and he wasn't allowed to, for whatever reason.
Who didn't allow?
The chief actually called me and told me that they didn't think it was a good idea to have more than one Santa because it was going to confuse the kids.
So we had one Santa?
No,
We
had
actually
four.
got with the mayor,
We actually
and
have 4 of them.
we had already had a Santa that was already gonna participate in the parade. So we had one Santa only, so of course Isabel was one running our parade, so I respected her wish that, she got that Santa. And that Santa volunteered, So it was a free Santa that he wanted to volunteer every year. So I told him, you know what, let's stick with one Santa. That's what.
So was your Santa the one at the park?
That was all. Ultimately, there was actually multiple Santas in the parade because there were several citizen community members who had floats. I think there was 4 or 5 Santas.
Yeah, unfortunately, somebody else had a Santa, we didn't get to catch it
So,
on there, but we're trying to just keep to one, because of course, out of respect for Isabel, she will coordinate the whole community.
So,
You're saying that the Santa into the park, that's the one.
that was the one that we had called. I tried to coordinate with Isabel, when actually I think we were at the ABC meeting, when, they had get some funds from the event. And we talked there about them letting me know who the Santa was that they were bringing in, and if you would be willing to come and sit and get to the park. And, that I need just some information on him, see who he is, and some pictures, see what other events he's done, so I can, just kind of check, just follow up on him. We never, we just never got a response. So we got to the last minute where I said, you know what, we've already committed to having a Santa at the gazebo. We haven't heard back from the police department, so we're gonna hire our Santa. I didn't see that there was a big deal with having ours, at the front of the parade. Because I knew already that from just living in Odom, where it gets around, that there was going to be other people already dressing up as Santa for their float. So I didn't see a reason why, we can have ours. And it was kind of, our sponsors were upset, which puts me in a bad light with them, when it comes to trying to get money again later on, from those sponsors. But ultimately, I smoothed things out with them. I explained to them the situation, and it went okay. We had a big line of kids. Our Santa started seeing kids around 6 o'clock. Probably by 5:30, we already had like a line of maybe 80 people there. And then after the parade, that group came. Ultimately, I think we took over 200 pictures. So we had more than 200 families, with our Santa, and everybody had a good time. So ultimately, it turned out okay. But I would like to ask, maybe next year, that we coordinate a little bit better. Maybe we can, as an association, we can run the parade as well, and maybe we can coordinate with the police department to do their, Blue Santa giveaway or something like that. Because what we'd like to do for Christmas next year is actually make it a 2-day festival. Well, we'll have vendors here on Saturday. We'll have the nighttime parade on Saturday. We'll have the lighting of the tree on Saturday, and then Sunday we'll open up again. It'll still be free, but we'll have vendors, selling arts and crafts and whatever. Then maybe Saturday evening, the police department would like to do their Santa giveaways. They can do it on Saturday or do it on Sunday as well. We can coordinate that when that happens, but. I would like to, ask the council to allow us to just run the event next year, and we'll just coordinate with the police department so they can do their Santa or Blue Santa giveaway. We'll even help throughout the year raise, collect toys for the thing. We can do toys for tots or something, do movies at the park, free toy or something. So the police department can obtain, enough toys to hand out for Christmas, and we'll do that periodically throughout the year.
Mm-hmm. And as the time comes, we'll discuss it. We'll discuss all this right now. Just basically, you're telling what kind of events we're going to have. So,
So ultimately, hopefully, so far, we have T-Mobile has said that they'd like to participate in our event. Harley Davidson, Corpus Christi, they're looking to participate in our Cinco de Mayo event. We have, again, several bands and mariachi groups that want to participate. So it's going really well. I think that we're going to be able to get the sponsorships that we need to pull it off. And, hopefully you guys will be out there. And you can always come to me. Usually on Wednesday. One tomorrow.
David,
Well, we usually have them on Wednesdays. We don't have them every Wednesday, it just depends, like, if we're having a festival, an event coming up, we'll have them periodically, so we can see where everybody is, because we have different committees that are organizing, like, we have one committee that's doing all the market vendors. We have a different committee that's dealing with the food trucks and stuff like that, at me, Pueblo, yeah. So, at least in the thing notice out.
Yeah. And David, I would like you maybe get some, the school participation in there too, some of the, band, I guess the band sometimes have, do they have like, I guess, people doing bands like, all the time?
Yeah.
Just somebody don't have like concert, a little concert or something like that.
Well, we did,
Yeah.
the school did put together little fences that we had.
Yeah, we see something like that. Yeah, I forget.
We
Yeah.
did that. We did want the school to be, we wanted the school to kind of help us out with the nativity. scene,
Yes.
But unfortunately,
It was quick.
separation of religion and school has to be, so the principal and the superintendent were like, well, I mean, you're kind of stepping there, like almost balancing on this little fine line between separation of schools and religion and stuff like that. So we really don't want to get into that situation. So they said no. And, unfortunately, the churches, had other things going on as well. So we weren't able to pull off the nativity scene. But next year, we hope that, that we can.
No.
But yeah, we can get the bands to come out and participate in the Cinco de Mayo event or even like the Easter event. That would be amazing.
I'll just, FYI. All right. Any other questions? Well, thank you for,
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you
guys,
for-
thank you
yes.
for, everything was nice for the Christmas. The people enjoyed it, so
Yeah.
hopefully next year will be better.
Always big.
Oh, It's gonna be better. So it's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Next
So,
year, we wanna wrap all the trees in the
Yeah.
park with lights.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have a bigger tree for us next year. So we're looking at hopefully doing it a lot bigger next year.
Oh.
Maybe we'll get to the point where people actually come to see our park, every day, like they do over there on Everett Park. What's that place called?
Candy Lane,
Yeah, Candy.
Mhm.
Odom Lane.
If I lived that-
Yeah.
Odom Lane. Thank you, David,
All
for your.
right, thank you.
Okay, we're down to C, discuss, consider and take action to relocate workout equipment to another city park, and that's Mayor, but I'll take it on. Let's take it, let's get it on the table and then we'll discuss it. So I'll move that we do relocate workout equipment to another city park. Can I get a second for?
Okay. I'll second it.
Okay, motion made by Jesse, second by Hector. Discussion.
Where?
Well, have you seen it, that equipment lately?
Not lately.
Do you know when it was done?
Probably 4 years ago.
2017. So how many years is that? So all that stuff needs, I think I played around with it. Some of that stuff is, I guess it works by bungee cords or something. I don't know what it is, hydraulics? What is it, hydraulics? So, and we haven't done no maintenance on it for 4 years, so it is looking pretty ratty. And some of them bolts are all rusted and stuff. I talked to a gentleman and he said, Todd Miller, I think it might be somebody else. He said they could do it to relocate it. It'd just be like double the,
Once they put it in.
yeah. And he said it'd be a good idea. And then we can put new, it's gonna need new, like say fittings and stuff like that. He can make it almost brand new. So that, I don't know. It was last week when I talked to him.
And then, which part do you want to put it in? Where are you going to put it?
That's,
Where's
well,
it gonna move? Where are you gonna move it? Is that the question?
Yes.
Well, you have Sharp Park and you have Veterans Park
I don't think
that it could be moved.
I was thinking this, if we can donate to the school over there by the volleyball park, the volleyball court.
By the
Yeah,
basketball
yeah,
court.
that could be.
I mean, cause there's, I see people walking around that little thing and
Oh, all the kids go there and play basketball too. They've used it more than once.
They probably, that was gonna be my,
Mhm.
That
Where
would
that
be a
sand
good
pit used
part
to
to
be.
be.
I mean, that's my I'm just throwing that out there. But the main thing is just to relocate it. I guess if we can pull it out and store it somewheres and then we'll get with the school or wherever we're gonna do it, get a game plan, and then have the people come relocate it and redo it and put new fittings and stuff like that, so.
Well, wouldn't you want it to be done all at one time? I
I
mean,
would think so.
talk to the school.
Talk to
Yeah,
the
well, that's what I say, yeah,
Talk to the
yeah,
school,
yeah,
and if they
sure,
want
sure,
it, then
sure.
I'm like you. I
Sure,
just
sure,
worry about
Bring
it.
sure.
somebody and see how much it's gonna cost the city to have it.
Yeah,
relocated
sure,
Or redone or
Yeah.
refurbished or.
But like I
whatever.
said, it's on the table to relocate, so that's what the vote's for. If we say yes, we'll get bids and stuff like that, but we got to get something started before we,
Okay.
I'd like to see that relocated definitely, but also the old equipment, the brown equipment, the playground that's there is rusted. There's a lot of rust that's sticking out. There's a lot of sharp edges. Where the
Oh.
swings are. I mean, I've taken pictures and because, the two new ones are really nice, but that old brown one right there, there's a lot of just decay and rust and stuff. I really think that needs to be removed, period, because there's some places, if you look at the overhang up there, it's so rusted, I don't even know if it's even stuck together anymore. Probably a big storm will probably just pull that whole top off.
right.
So I'm really concerned for that. But also, I mean, our ideas moving forward with the events that we want to have, we need the space. I mean, I look at the pictures from the events that we had and people are, just having to walk around a lot of this stuff. And I'd really like to make our park, something that people will, we can have events and we're looking at doing first Saturdays of the month, doing like market days out
Yeah.
here as well.
All right, they want, I want to,
So just
we're trying to stick to
Yeah, no,
the
I
plan
would
here.
say,
Yeah, but that means we'll bring that for discussion next time. Yeah, we'll bring that next up.
Anybody that wants to.
But it's not for kids, right? It's for adults.
Well,
Mostly.
some of it the kids can use.
When did y'all put it
Walking on
there?
stuff, 4 years ago.
Where'd y'all get it from?
The catalog's over at the.
You remember the cost?
Hi, Brent. Well, the cost was, okay, they had two playgrounds, 2 to 5 and 5 and up. The total cost for the whole thing was 146,000, but I think we got a grant, didn't we? Remember we got a grant for that? A grant of 9, so we paid,
The exercise equipment and then new playground.
yeah,
All
so
of it.
we got a grant for that, but I think, Janie, we're looking for the paperwork for that. Did you find anything? Okay, well, he has it, so,
It did cost us hardly
yeah,
anything.
so I have a motion by go ahead, I'm sorry.
The playground is for kids.
Yeah.
And make sure that we do things for them.
Yes, is correct, yeah.
But if they don't, I mean, well, no, what I'm saying normally.
Exercise equipment can be used by the teenagers over when they're playing basketball over at the park.
See,
No, I agree with that.
see that, I mean, the discussion is just that right there, nothing else about the park, just basically, we have the workout equipment, so
So
any other, I'm sorry. go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I know we have right now on the table about the relocating of the equipment, but if this doesn't pass, can we add to also remove the old playground equipment? Or do we have, like, can we make an amendment? If this one doesn't pass, can we
I
make an
thi- I think
amendment and
that's
change
pretty
it or
much.
just keep it to this?
I-
Keep
I
it to this
think-
for right now?
Yeah, because,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, it's workout equipment, that's only, we could
Got
probably put in the agenda for next month. What you're talking about.
To look at the playground?
Yeah.
The playground that's not,
Yeah.
that he's
That's
talking
older,
about,
yes.
I can look into it and I can see if it's fixable or see
Okay.
if we can get it
That's a good
fixed.
point,
And
yeah.
if it's not repairable, then we'll put it
Then
in
we can
next
just
month's
remove it.
agenda and
Yeah.
Okay,
have it removed.
yeah, okay.
Okay, any
That
other
works.
discussion? Thanks for the input. Place 1? Place 2? Place 3?
Yes.
Place 4, yes?
Yes.
Okay, motion carried. Gentlemen, ladies,
To,
thank you very much.
to.
Do I have a, Relocate,
And then
yes.
talk to the school about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
do I have a motion to adjourn? Motion by Isaac, second by Lynette, you gonna second this? Lynette, all in favor, say aye, aye. All
Aye.
right. Thanks a lot, guys, I sure appreciate it.
Isaac made the motion and Lynette, yeah.
Hey, where you going?